Yeah, yeah. Man, you know who it is. You know what it is, man. We rolling back around, man. We back in the building, man. Tell them who you is.
Hey, man, big dog, man.
And on the top, told y'all we were going to come right back, man. We back in here, man. Another episode of Big Dog Talk. What you know good today, Big Dog?
Hey, man, just a lot going on right now. Great time to be a sports fan, I tell you that. You know, something going on every night on TV, games going on, and just the energy that the NBA playoff brings. To me, there's no other better time. You know, then you got the draft right behind it coming up, loading up. To me, like, you know, best time of year. You know, better than Christmas.
Almost, yeah. But yeah, man, what's on the menu for today, man? Let's start this talk out, man. How everybody doing out there? First, man, you know who you been rocking with, man. You know what we do, so let's do it.
You know, still with our boy Gene. New setting, you know what I'm saying? New setup. You know what I'm saying? So welcome you to our first setting, our first show in the new setup, man. So what better way to kick it off? Talk about the NBA playoffs. So, you know, go with the home team first. You know, been a while to talk about them Hawks, but the Hawks did end their season better than anybody thought they would, right? You know, Hawks came in, trade deadline, traded Trae Young. Some people didn't like it. I didn't like it for one. I felt we could have got more for it. But to see how C.J. McCollum gelled with that team, and then they went and got Kuminga, man, you know, guy looking good, man. Yeah, and then, you know, they went on when they ended the season as the hottest team in the playoff, in the NBA. Went into the playoff hot, you know. They gave New York a scare, you know, went up there and beat them on their home court, you know. Talked too early, though. Talked too early and got thumped out of there, though. But, you know, we didn't get swept, you know what I'm saying? And to me, I felt like we overachieved than for what we had. Still need a point guard. NBA draft coming up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, you know, to talk about, you know, with the Hawks, they made it to the playoff first round. And on top of that, they got the 8th pick in the draft. So, but New York looking good. But let's speak on the Hawks real quick.
Yeah, let me, because I heard a few people speaking on this. And, you know, people always, anytime you trade a player of the caliber of Trae Young, and you see the team go on and have success without that player, you know, a lot of court fans ask the question, will they still be in that same position with Trae? You think so?
I don't think so, man.
You don't think so? Okay, because I know you're a big Trae supporter, so I was really curious to hear your perspective.
Yeah, like, you know, I like Trae, you know, and I want him to do well up in Washington. They're gonna have a squad. Washington gonna be a playoff team next year. You know what I'm saying? But to see what you know what they did and where they're going with this team, to give Trae Young a supermax contract. And he don't play defense. You know, a supermax contract, you need to be a two-way player. You know what I'm saying? Can he score? Without a doubt. Can he get assists? Without a doubt. But teams attack him. You know what I'm saying? They'll go put him in the pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? And they do Steph Curry the same way. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Steph picked it up. He ain't the defensive lockdown guy, but he's better. Right. But we didn't see that growth with Trae on the defensive side of the ball. So.
And he had enough time to, if he was going to do it too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, his game is what his game is at this point in his career. You know what I'm saying?
Not even realize how long he been in the league. You know, people like, he been in the league 8 years now.
Yeah, it ain't 2-3 years anymore. Yeah, it been 8 years. Dang. Yeah, because then with Luka, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because this was Luka 8 years.
Yeah, you know, and remind me, because I got a question about that draft too. You know, but yeah, with Luka and that whole ordeal, you know, the guy been in the league 8 years. Same thing with Luka. People say the same thing about Luka, but Luka, you know, give you a bigger body. You know, where Trae's just undersized, and we talked about that earlier this year. You know, undersized, but you don't play defense. It's different if you're undersized. Pat Bell played. Not saying you got to be Pat Bell, because Pat Bell 101. Pat Bell defense, but you know what I'm saying. Shooter, like with Shooter, he played good defense.
Yeah, he do for his size, So you spoke on the Knicks. I was in the barbershop earlier today, and it was a dude in there campaigning on. He had the Your Son accent on, so I think he was from up top. That might have been why he was a little extra on him, but he was campaigning for him to win it all. I mean, I think they can definitely come out of the East though. How you think that Knicks match? How you think this matchup is far as the East, and then we'll shoot to the West.
Yeah, I
The
think
West is the best, you know.
I think hands down the Knicks best team in the East. You know,
I agree.
people thought the Celtics were gonna do this and do that, but Jalen Brown, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get out of Boston. I love it. Come to the Hawks. We'll talk about that. We'll get to the draft. But yeah, man. If you look at New York team is built to win now. You know, they got players on their team that were starters on the other team. They don't even start on this team. Like Jordan Clarkson was a career-long starter with the Jazz. Jeremy Shohan, he was the starter right beside Wemby. And then you got all these other good guys, good role players. Josh Hart come off the bench, 6 man of the year.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I mean, I possibly should have been. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like I said, they're deep, and I honestly think they can give anybody from the West a 7-game series.
Yeah.
In any team in the West, a 7-game. I ain't saying they're gonna beat them, but they'll give them a good 7-game series. Right. You know, because that West is loaded. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the West, I'm gonna let you break it into it.
Mm-hmm. Yo, man, well, we're going to go to the West. We got to start with the best. Even though we ain't win this year, but I still consider us the best in the West because no other team in the West got more trophies than we got. You know what I mean? My Lakers, man, and a lot of people, man, you know, you can't speak on the Lakers in the playoff, man, without speaking on Bron. And this is what I'm going to set off, and then I'm going to pass it to you, man. Man, come on, man. Did y'all see what he did the first round? We weren't supposed to win the first round. That wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all ain't he can't do it by himself. He 50 years old. He put us in position to win. He made the play that needed to be made when we needed, man, and we got out of there, man. We got out of there. But I'm like, my thing is people act like the team was like he's still 30 or so, man. You know what I'm saying? The man had been a third option all year faithfully and you know, by not by force but by choice, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard to drift back into that number one role, man. Like this ain't when he was in Cleveland. No man can't put a team on their back and carry a team to a chip no more. And that's no disrespect to his fan base. And cause I was talking to me and my cousin JB, you know, cause we Lakers fan with or without LeBron. That's our squad. No disrespect to the LeBron fan, but I was telling him, I was like, a lot of people were pushing so they want to see him ride out in the sunlight with a chip, and I do too, whether it's in LA or not. You know what I'm saying? But they put so much pressure on him. Like you got to admit sometime that like this when Kobe got to that point in his career, I was like, it's a rare. He might not win no more titles. As a fan, I accepted that. You know what I'm saying? And he accepted that. That's why he got the farewell tour that he got and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't upset because, like, what I was saying about the LeBron fan was they had higher expectations for the Lakers than real core Laker fan did. You know what I'm saying? And that was my perspective on that, man. I ain't like the way they was assassinating the King character from that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything he do, they want to take away from his greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they come for the throne, man. But what's the thing about the throne, though? It's the heaviest thing in the world to carry. The head of the throne, nothing is heavier than that. Nothing is heavier than that, man. But yeah, what you think about the Lakers and what LeBron did for the first round and how it ended for us? Being a LeBron fan.
Like, when people take a step back and look, right? Mm-hmm. You know, why is people expecting Bron to do? Because he's playing at a still top 5, top 10 player in the league level, right? You know, Kobe at the end of his career, you know, he was still reliant. Kobe was in Kobe forever. Dirk at the end of his career, he was on crutches. Vince Carter, you know, what I'm saying, 8th man, 9th man rotation, you know. But LeBron has subconsciously changed the standard of the age in NBA, right? Mm-hmm. Remove LeBron, people will be talking about, hey, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, James Harden, Michael Conley. These guys should be retired by now, 37, 36. But now they're still looking at it like, oh, they're in there, you know, because LeBron has elevated the standard of age, right? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it ain't fair for Durant to be held to that same level he holds LeBron to because he ain't him. You know what I'm saying? You know, and really, it didn't hit me until the other night watching the game. I'm like, Michael Conley's still playing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But he's not even being praised for playing because LeBron has made the new standard 40. You know? Where back in the day, 30.
Right. Well, like what I was just saying about Kobe, his fan, we knew he was bowing out. You're right. That's good. That's a good perspective.
When 35 and 36, They got one more. They said last year, you know what I'm saying? So, but now, you know, they're like, oh, I mean, and kind of something what Brady did too, because now, because Aaron Rodgers should have been there a long time ago.
All these teams thinking they can get that one last year with that team. Yeah. I mean, our quarterback think they can get that one last ride. Yeah.
To see what that Laker had, right? You know, as an NBA fan, I even, you know what I'm saying, like, even if you wasn't a fan of the Lakers, even if you didn't hate LeBron, you could look at that team like, man, the team isn't built to win. Right. You know,
if you look at realistic,
you know, because they're now. I do think Marcus Smart was a great pickup. You need to re-sign him. Rui Hachimura picked up his games tremendously in the playoff. Like, he led the NBA in threes in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was shooting 50% on threes in playoff, killing it. But then you look at, matter of fact, I come back to the 2018 draft, right? The 2018 draft, you had Trey, you had Luka, you had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well too, all in that draft. Then they take DeAndre Ayton number one. I had a conversation the other day. I'm like, is he the biggest bust? If you looking at those three players in that draft, they pick Ayton number one, Marvin Bagley number two. Really, Luka should have been number two, but you know the whole thing with Vlade Divac didn't like Luka. You know, so he put Marvin Bagley over him. But still, you had Luka, Trey, then, you know what I'm saying, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, Jalen Brunson. Like, you had these four key players in the league, right?
You're right. No, you're right. That's a good point. And I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, I never really thought of what my personal opinion of a bust would be, but if you the top man pick and you ain't never been in no All-Star game, you a bust. Right or wrong?
Yeah, and
right or wrong though. You never been to an All-Star game, you ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like so people do, you know what I'm saying, talking about bust, how I look at it is having the skill set but not utilizing it, right? And Ayton fixed it to he was super athletic, got the height, got the speed. Even this past year, he gonna come out there and say, you know, I'm not Clint Capella. Like, don't compare me to him. I'm better than him. Like, dude, I would take Clint Capella right now over you. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, you go back and look at Anthony Bennett. You know, do you call him a bust or not? Because he shouldn't even been a lottery pick. But it was Cleveland trying to recreate LeBron. They said he the same built LeBron, play the same position. You know, this is our, we gonna make another one. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, we made you, we'll make another one. Yeah, so to me, that's where I don't take Bennett as a bust, because he didn't deserve to be there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even knew his name until the draft.
You're right. But if y'all gonna take me and give me that number one pick, I'll take it though. I'll take it. Yeah. Because when you think of a number one pick, you think of the best player. You thinking the player that you finna pick that finna come in and change your franchise. Because you got the number one pick to pick them. That mean apparently you need all the help you can get. You know what I'm saying? And
okay, you know what I'm saying? Catch y'all, baby. If you talk about a bust, bigger bust all the time. If you're gonna include that in the category, Darko Milicic gotta be the bigger one. He could pick number two in the possibly the best draft of all time. LeBron 1, Darko 2, then Carmelo.
He right in the middle of two of the best players from their respective era. You know what I'm saying? Two of the best from the era. Yeah, I always forget about him. And what pick Ricky Rubio was that year?
I don't even remember.
He was up there though. Ricky Rubio was up there.
He came out. He was lottery for sure.
Yeah, he might not have been top three.
But that top five in that draft, like, so you got Bron, then him, then you got Carmelo, Bosh, Wade, like that top five.
Yeah. I definitely agree on that. Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
You know, considering what they had, that Detroit, you know, was in the position to do to win. You know, but you know.
Whoever that general manager, whoever was in charge of that draft that year, I hope they hadn't worked in hoops no more since then. I wouldn't want to work. I retired. Somebody called me for a job. Man, you know who you talking to? You talking to the man who left LeBron James on the board. You don't want me.
Speaking of bad move for the draft, I know we kind of jumping ahead, but it's all good because we can slide back. But Indiana Pacers, their fans are livid right now. So everyone knew there was going to be a down year for the Pacers. They were really tanking in real time, you know. And at trade deadline, they went and traded the draft rights of this first round draft pick, this legendary class that's been projected to be, they traded their pick for Zubac to the Clippers, but with the contention of if their pick is not 1 through 4, they get their pick, and they thought they had a good shot, but their pick landed at number 5.
Yeah, right on
the edge, and so now. With Zubac, he is one of the top centers in the league right now. Yeah. But if you look at who's gonna be in that 5th spot, Caleb Wilson to me, it probably be the biggest steal of the whole draft, man. Okay. Caleb Wilson, you know what I'm saying? Then you got Darius Acuff. Darius Acuff's a beast, you know what I'm saying? This is a loaded class, even at number 8 with the Hawks. I'm just sitting back. I'm like, whoever gonna fall to us is gonna be a good player. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, this is definitely the year to have your picks. But the Indiana Pacers, you went and you gambled. But the GM, he came out and made a public apology.
Yeah, and that was big.
Hey, I gambled. I took a risk. This is his business. It's part of the business move you got to make. But as a Pacer fan, that gotta suck. You've been tanking that whole year. And then now, I want to say they don't change. They got new tanking rules now. I don't know the details of it yet.
They need to do something about it. Yeah. They need to do something about it.
Because if you look at the top two teams in the West right now, going back to the playoff, these teams really built their team through the draft. The Spurs had a dark moment. Spurs was a dark moment.
But yeah, and it wasn't as long as it may seem though. Yeah.
But then same thing with the OKC Thunder. But they made the best trade in sports trade history when they traded Paul George away and they got all them picks.
Yeah.
And they still got a lottery pick this year.
And all of them working out.
And they still got another lottery pick in this year's draft.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing with drafting too, man. When you can get the players. Because, like, a lot of times when you getting players and every 2-3 years or so, you changing out players, you never get to build chemistry, if you're trying to build your team through the draft that way. You know what I'm saying? And OKC, that them boy got them a chip out there, man. And but you're right though, because the Spurs turn around quick. Like the Spurs went from okay, they got their boy women. They're gonna be good in another 3-4 years. Nah, bro, they ain't gonna take that long. Not with Stretch Armstrong.
and then when he got hurt, you really think, was he really hurt that first year? Because they benched him halfway through. Then they got the number 3 pick in the draft. And then when they got Stephon Castle.
Was that still on the Popovich regime? That was still on the Popovich regime?
When they drafted him, he was.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then after Pop, they went to kind of, so they went and got Stephon Castle. Mm-hmm. Then when we got the blood clot again, he didn't play another year. I'm like, okay, so I get another fish here. Then they had the number 2 pick in the draft. Mm-hmm. They almost had Cooper Flagg. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they were close to getting Cooper, but instead they got Dylan Harper, who I think is a great fit for that team. Yeah. Dylan Harper, man, he looks good with that team. Yeah. The Aaron Fox, them boys are loaded.
Yeah, man. Man. I like it too, because I always say if I had to pick a second favorite team, it'll be the Spurs, man. Because we spoke previous people about my, you know what I'm saying, how I'm a fan of David Robinson and respect the Tim Duncan game, but until they played the Lakers, but So now that we broke down both sides, who you got coming out on both sides? Who you got playing for the chip?
We already know, because the finals, the Western Conference Finals has been set, right? Yeah. You got the Spurs. They beat Ant-Man last night. You know what I'm saying? I like Ant-Man, my favorite player in the league right now.
He was cool with me until he did what he did last year after they sent at home. Man. As a Laker faithful, I ain't like how you gonna beat up then walk down the street and tone that, man? You bet you wouldn't have did that, but you wouldn't have did that when my boy was on this when Big U was out. You wouldn't have did that if Big U was out.
He did last night. They were talking about what he did last night. They were getting stumped. So 8 minutes left in the game, they were pulling players, right? He went, he dealt with the whole coaching staff, the whole bench and everything. They were like, you should face to the end of the game, Yeah. But, he got to learn how to win, learn how to lose. You know what I'm saying? He's still young. But man, like he definitely like one of the most, if not the most talented player in the league. I can tell you he's the most fearless player in the league.
Yeah, definitely. I love your attitude. Yeah.
He don't care who you are, you know.
I love the attitude.
But just if you go look at the regular season, OKC they showed, what I'm saying, they were vulnerable because Spurs. I want to say Spurs on the matchup, head-to-head matchup. I think like 3-1. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the details of it, but I know Chet and Wemby got the beef, and Wemby don't like Chet. You know what I'm saying? So, I was hoping the Spurs would meet him because Spurs, they don't like OKC. And it's personal. So you can tell when they play. So,
I like the rivalry.
and it's going to be a good series. And I think I'll tell you one thing though. If Spurs beat OKC, I think Spurs going to beat the Knicks. Now, if the Knicks and OKC play, I think the Knicks might beat OKC. I think if they don't, they got to blow the team up, and they know it. This is the Knicks' last chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Last chance. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So they have to win this year, or you got to trade Carlton and Towns. Mm-hmm. He ain't happy already. Mm-hmm. And if you look at how he being used, he ain't being used right.
He ain't being he ain't.
Like right now, he adapted his game, but he leading the team in assists right now.
Yeah.
Cat is one of the best scoring bigs out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He was the last big to win a 3-point contest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the guy can shoot.
Yeah. So I think it comes out the West either way. You know what I'm saying? I think whichever one of them. I think the Knicks should be there, but I see either one of them, the Spurs or the Thunder, man. I see them taking them out. SGA, that my boy, man. Big Blue along, man. So you know what I'm saying? I be pulling for him, but I like to pull for
they got some players out there. Them boys
in the league. We done had a good offseason.
I mean, Fox, Big Blue too, right?
Yeah.
Fox, Big Blue, Cat, Big Blue.
Cat, we done had a good offseason this year too, going into next year.
Yeah, so you got some Big Blue players out there.
Yeah. But I like that boy Wemby game though, man, for real though, man. And one thing I noticed too, he getting that dog in him too. You know what I'm saying? To where sometimes when you see a player, you can see that game, they can go out there and put up 25, 15, whatever. And then, but sometimes when they put it up and you see that, I got it now. I know what I'm doing now. You see a young player come when they reach that point in their career, because I can remember Kobe, But one thing I will say though, LeBron, not trying to change topic, but just kind of to the same topic. He was the first player that I seen first NBA game. I was like, he already got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, he got some improvement and maybe he can get better, but just the confidence of knowing he can play out here, because that's basically what it is, man. Like a lot of dudes, when you get that league, them grown men, like they do something to you. You mentally you don't be ready to mentally play. You might be physically have the athletic ability, but mentally though. But yeah, man, that boy Wemby got it though, man. It's gonna be an interesting playoff.
You're right though.
And I have been excited for the playoffs in a while.
I listened to the pod the other day. And I don't know, it was Rasheed Wallace, I think he was talking. He was talking about that NBA strength. I forgot who he was saying he was trying to back down. Mm-hmm. Some guy, I can't think of his name right now, but we would consider him a C-level role player.
Right.
Like, man, I'm just backing down.
Somebody like that.
He just had the arm on my back when he was moving. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? He like that old man strength, you know what I'm saying? But that's when you're like, okay, it's a difference. And you know what I'm saying? And but for us, like Wemby, man, like he the future of the NBA right now.
Yeah, easily.
They really got to control the way they referee the game around here, man, because they be taking cheap shots at left and right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't appreciate it.
And he don't. But the thing about I like about Wemby, he don't flop. He don't try to sell it. Mm-hmm. But we watch OKC play, and OKC and the Lakers. I want to say maybe it was that third game. Mm-hmm. I talked to your cousin about it, and I'm like, man, that was the only time I've ever said I can't watch the NBA.
Oh, without the rest of stuff?
Yeah, like the way that he was being, so they were being, officiated, the fouling, the flopping, you know what I'm saying? Like, SGA, every time he come down, he pushing off. You know what I'm saying? And I was a fan of them guys, you know what I'm saying, because just because I'm a collector and I got investments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted them to do good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, I can't even watch him play because you know what I'm saying, like the guy they remind me of James Harden back in his heyday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like a James Harden game. You know what I'm saying? Like you're shooting 18 free throws a game.
I never even, man. Me either.
And everything go back, he throwing the head back. You know what I'm saying? Throwing the head back. Like, come on, man. You know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Like I seen, a sport podcast. Like, if you go to the park, you never see them in the player falling on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch Joel Embiid, and it's true. Every time Joel Embiid jump when he land, he on the ground. But I seen someone said they told him to fall.
Oh, word.
Yeah, okay. It's softer. He'll preserve his ankles. So, but you know what I'm saying. Every time he jump, he falls. It just looks bad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm far from a doctor, but I don't know how falling on the ground can help your body. But I'm pretty sure that that's putting another part of your body in danger.
Yeah, because
hard basketball. I don't feel on the free basketball courts in my day. They don't feel good.
Yeah, and for those that have seen the Hogan documentary, you know, you seen what his finishing move was.
Yeah,
and,
talking about what the leg drop did.
Yeah,
too.
and how he compressed his spine. You know what I'm saying? So falling on the ground like that, it can't be. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, we're you're not young as you used to be. You can fall over and get up and do it again.
The same doctor told him to do. That was the same doctor that told Mike Tyson to put the condom on the eye when he was fighting Buster Davis. They told him to do that.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Cause these days, if I fall, I need 2 weeks off work.
Oh man, for real.
I'm telling you, then I need to know from my doctor, give me an extra week work from home. Yeah, man. But it's good to see what's going on with the young talent. Because like it or not, it's about to be the next guys up. As mentioned before, the expectation of longevity has been shifted because of a nice deal.
Right. When it come up, right. Now we doing that, and we taking the rest of the money that LeBron leave on the table to bring in somebody of that caliber. Then I would be with that. But like you say, just brainstorming right now. I don't really see nobody for that budget that gonna just come in and put a ring on our finger. You know what I'm saying? I have to look at everybody's contract to see who coming up. But
it's gonna be hard to find a player for $20 million a year right now. Considering what all is getting.
Yeah. If we can part with Austin Reed, bring LeBron back and give him what he asked for. You know what I'm saying?
He just wanted 50.
Yeah.
With he ain't asked for no more, no less.
Yeah.
But he was like, I would take less. But I'm not giving the front office a budget.
Yeah.
If you don't have a plan.
Yeah.
And I can't be. I
don't blame him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, not only that.
At the same time, to me, cut y'all.
Now you good talk.
But at the same time, as a Lakers fan, right? I'm speaking from the perspective of a Lakers fan, and I've said that I may have told you this before. I felt that Kobe held the Lakers hostage for 2 years too long. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have retired 2 years early, gave that team enough time to rebuild, right? Because after Kobe, there was some dark days, you know what I'm saying? But same thing with LeBron. LeBron holding the Lakers hostage right now. It's time to cut him and just build around Luka.
But hearing you say that and just speaking from a Laker fan perspective, the difference here with Kobe was we owed Kobe that after 5 championships. Like he, after you win 5 championships in an era like that when he did, we owe you to let you walk out the way you want to walk out in the organization. You know what I'm saying? Well, LeBron, it ain't the same thing. I like everything LeBron done did, and I respect the ring. A lot of people like to belittle and call it the bubble ring. I respect it, but you know what I'm saying? That just like the Bulls did with Michael Jordan. I was gonna say that just like the Bulls. I forgot about Cross. When their name Jerry Cross. They ain't do Jordan like that. But the Lakers are a pretty loyal organization. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see LeBron retire as a Laker though. I really would though, and like to see him be a part of that Laker legacy. Be with the greats like Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Kareem. Chamberlain, Jerry West, all those guys.
In reality too though, this is the same conversation the Golden State Warriors have to have pretty soon. Yeah. At what point do you let Curry go?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, we're not trying to kick you. We ain't telling you to go home, but we got to start building for the future here, right? You know what I'm saying? We already let Steve Kerr give away our young talent with Jordan Poole and Kuminga. Gave them guys away. Now we don't even have draft picks to even build. You know what I'm
That's an
saying?
ugly situation.
And the more the prime example is Draymond Green, because at least Steph Curry putting up a point. Draymond Green getting top 25 player salary, and he producing like top 95.
And he still mentally think he top 25.
Yeah, so now you got three older guys who eating up 80% of your salary. Because you got Jimmy Butler, he's out to the middle of next season.
Right.
And you got Steph Curry who getting $60 million next year. Steph getting 60.
That's too much.
Draymond, I think he's getting like 40, 40, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, it's gonna be a time soon where like Golden State got to make that call too.
Yeah, good point.
You know, and kind of not in a way LA did it, but they did it with Shaq. They made a business decision.
Yeah, they did.
That's what it is. It's a business decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, being on the other side of the table, you know, you'll see that come up. You know what?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a curious.
Don't
situation.
look for now. Look where you're gonna be at 6 years from now. You know, what would this put me at 6 years from now? If you're looking at 6 years from now, you know, the Lakers gonna be with Luka, hopefully. Then you know, what talent are they gonna have that
Surrounded.
created
Right.
a cohesion? You know what I'm saying? Because 6 years from now, Luka will be on year 14. He gonna be on the way out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, because he got miles.
No, he do, and injury.
Yeah. So is LeBron holding them back? Because truthfully, how I feel about it, and I'm a LeBron fan. You know, I feel LeBron is in a position to take the league minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Because they ain't playing for money.
But I feel like the relationship is tarnished with the Lakers front office. Is the only reason why he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he's good enough. He's done enough. You know what I'm saying? He can go. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. He can go to New York. He can go to New York Knicks and take $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
He still make half a billion off endorsements
And
in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, in New York. You know what I'm saying?
That'll help keep that window open for him a little bit longer. Yeah, because that's what I was about to say too. Like, because as far as like I was saying, he might have only brought that one what they call bubble ring to the city, but he done brought so much there for the economy and for the revenue and just for the Laker organization. You know, with merchandise and all this stuff. Him and Bronny jerseys always been top sellers. So, and at the end of the day, that mean a lot too. Please believe me, the number one thing people play for, the owner won't win. They want wins. But right there, not real blow up under them. That margin point mean a lot too. They want to make that money too. They want to make that money too. Now, if you lose in that year, if you see a team like the Lakers, the Cowboys, a few cities with that certain prestige to their legacy, you can lose and still make money, generate money as an owner of those teams too. The Lakers can still do that. The Cowboys can still do that. These teams that really, and I was saying it earlier, I don't know. I was talking about on social media. I don't know what the Who's group would do if LeBron James retire. I don't know what they're gonna talk about anymore when you can't compare LeBron to Michael Jordan no more. Like, what are y'all gonna talk about?
Yeah.
What is the NBA show gonna talk about when LeBron lead the Lakers? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because every week there's one broadcasted sports debating if he's top five.
Top five.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's something they
like, come on, it's solidified. You know what I'm saying? There's no question.
Top five. Yeah.
But
I'm tired of it.
Just circle back to, you know, people don't discredit no other championship won in 2020 except LeBron. Not even the Lakers, LeBron.
Everybody else won a championship, they want to be in there.
And they forget that the Lakers had the best record in the league prior to COVID.
Balling that year.
Prior to COVID, they had the best record in the league. They was same year Kobe passed. So they were motivated. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So, and to me, when you play on an even playing field, that's when it's most hard to win. You know, because there's no home court advantage. There's no crowd, there's no mental. It's an even playing field. So anytime you can win something on an even playing field, how is that not the best? You know what I'm saying? To me, I think, you know, people that they often like to discredit, well, look at, I can't think of the guy's name. Guy played with the Pacers. Look at how many points he averaged. Okay, so that means everybody's game's elevated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
It's harder to win on an even playing field.
Yeah.
That's why people are like, okay, let's go to a neutral site. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Right, you're right. A lot of championship like high school
look at
games,
Kirby
people
record.
play on neutral site.
Yeah.
Talk about Kirby.
Look at Kirby record at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They win one home game in 5 years.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what I'm
pretty
saying?
sure you know the stat better than me, but yeah.
Something like that. It's some crazy stat. But we get them on a neutral site in the playoffs in Atlanta. You ain't got to go that far on the road. You know what I'm saying? I reckon Atlanta shaking.
Yeah.
But you get between them hedges though, it's different.
Head, you in trouble.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to kill them boy to get out of there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If home court didn't matter, the home court advantage wouldn't matter.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it wouldn't be a big thing. Yeah.
Nah, you know what I'm
saying? And
saying?
at the end of the day, if the chip didn't matter, nobody would have suited up and played for it.
Yeah.
They just would have canceled the season. There would have been no chance.
Well, look what the players saying about it. Yeah, they said it after they left to take a shot at LeBron.
Man, them boy wanted that ring, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look at Austin, and what name, Caruso, saying, I finally got a real cut.
Yeah.
He's saying that he's taking a jab at LeBron.
Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, he tried to.
So
that's all it was.
But, hey, man, they don't talk about the 2020 Bama team championship. They don't talk about the Dodger championship.
Everybody else,
you know what I'm saying? But the Kansas City Chiefs championship. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody want to assassinate the regime of the king, man.
Now, for me, like, I think during COVID was some wild times, but to play a football game in a stadium with no people, I don't even know how that feel.
Like practice?
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because basketball, we all play in the gym.
Yeah.
You can talk, you can hear everything.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I've never seen a football game, not even a little league game, with no fans.
Nah, and I can just imagine what that take away from your intensity too. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you playing, you're right. Because in football, you right there. Like when somebody talking smack to you, especially on the little league, high school level, college level, you can literally hit on talking to you, smack to you. Like, dang, he talking to me? You know what I mean?
Man, kind of speaking on smack, right? We were all surprised by what happened this Friday, this past weekend, right? Iceman.
Yeah.
He had probably the best rollout ever seen in the music genre. I don't remember Michael Jackson Thriller rollout. I wasn't old enough to remember. You know what I'm saying? But for him to do a 200+ day album release, and people like, why you do all that for one album? He can't hit you with 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's this early, because we're right in the middle of it, right? With 1 full day of the album being out, so I can't really give you a full breakdown of it. But I can say from what I heard, Iceman is for me. You know what I'm saying? Maid of Honor, Habibi, that's for my wife. You know what I'm saying? She can have those 2 albums. But from what I heard from Iceman though, man, I was listening to him, on the way over here, man. That Dust was from my name. He got Plot Twist, National Treasure.
Plot Twist, yeah.
Like some heat. What you think on it?
Oh man, like you said, man, and what a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people try to take from him, they don't realize is like, yeah, he older, but he still locked in what we're going on. The way, like you saying, with the way he did the rollout, like I said, it all made sense because who been running social media since his drop. You know what I'm saying? And this is from all age fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got the little homies that I coach, that I follow on social media. They were posting it. They own it. You know what I mean? They own it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I noticed too with this, a lot of people be like, he dropped 3 albums, but he did it to get out of his contract. That was smart. He could have just put 36 songs on one CD, which what I thought was going down when because I seen the song first, and then But that's an example of it should have been an example of all these artists out here listen to you. If you're trying to get out your contract, do it the right way. He didn't have to pull no pistol on nobody. He didn't have to, that's all Mr. Pooh Shiesty. That's why go to the studio and drop 30 tapes and be like, I'm ready to put all of them out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you do, or whatever left your obligation, whatever he was left obligated on the contract or whatever, man. But it was genius, man. And I feel the same way you do, because I always tell people, I'm a big Drake fan, but Drake is probably the only artist that I'm a big fan of. That when his music come out, even if it's just one CD, I don't expect to like 100% of it. He never had a CD where I like every song. Yeah. I never threw a Drake CD on and let it ride out. I'm always gonna skip something. He either gonna get too far on the beat or he gonna sing. I don't listen to Drake sing unless he talking about like Hotline Bling and what's on Trap Money Benny. You know, I don't really listen to him. I skip straight past no song. Yeah. But the Iceman is the Drake I like. When he start rapping like that, with that energy, with that vibe, with that swag, that's what I like to hear Drake rap, man. And I know people always talk about the ghostwriting stuff. I don't know who wrote it for. Whoever said that Kawhi line, whoever wrote that as an artist, that was a genius line. Yeah. That was because why did we think he would give us a ring with the wordplay Kawhi? When I caught it, I said, oh man, this is what's going on, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, man?
Like, his pen was definitely next level with this one. And people know what I'm saying. They often like to trying to downplay his pen. They want to say he got ghostwriters when every artist done collaborated with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Whether help me catch this cadence. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know the truth behind ghostwriting, go listen to Sahai interview. He will tell you this. Right. You know what I'm saying? Every artist, like, hey, this is what I want to say, but I need help with this cadence, right? You know what I'm saying? And even a perfect example, last month, there was a reference track came out with Quentin Miller with helping Push T. And then I'm like, come on, Push. You know what I'm saying? Like, the proof's in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? Like, this around the same time he was dissing Drake for Quentin Miller.
I never listened to it because when I heard Push T talk about it, I heard him say it was on the chorus.
It's the same.
And I ain't mad at him, but yeah, I'm with you. I just wanted for clarity that it didn't go into a verse too. No. But we on the same page. I feel the same way, though.
But if you look at any of those songs that quote unquote ghostwritten, read the credits. Drake, if you help me with this, I'm giving you credit. Right, you know what I'm saying? Ghostwriting it with you don't get credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm doing this, but I don't get nothing off this album. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the difference between being an artist and a great MC. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't get that deep into it because my favorite rapper is your favorite rapper ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Side of the print. You know what I'm saying? Like, pen game phenomenal.
And see, another thing with ghostwriting is too. That's why it's called it, a ghostwriter. Man, in the history of hip hop, you don't know how many people don't have a ghostwriter that we just don't know about. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And they go back to the beginning of history. From a lot of times it's all about where you got the type of tempo or type of flow to do the hill. You know what I'm saying? Or like you were saying with Pusha T with the chorus and stuff. A lot Jay-Z got the idea of 99 Problems. He heard Ice-T say I got 99 Problems, but ain't one. Oh, that's a song, right? You know what I'm saying? But when they tell the story back, they say, "Oh, Ice-T gave that song to him," and the people and the uneducated mind will think that he gave him the whole song, lyrics and all. Then when people think of ghostwriting, it's lyrics that you just wrote the whole thing, which that does happen too. Now some people do that.
So I always use this argument right here, right? Who historically is Drake's biggest rival, biggest nemesis? Kanye. Right, Kanye.
I think Kendrick don't come out and be the surprise.
Well, this is recent,
right.
But
over history of their career,
is the one that broke. Drake confided in with Adonis and all that, whatever, right? Yeah. But Kanye was on, I won't say Drink Champs, and he was like, "Man, if I had Drake write all my album, man, it'd be a cheat code." Because he came and wrote 30 days, made it 30 hours for him. He wrote for him on The Life of Pablo.
He did, yeah.
And he was like, man, you know, if I can have him write all my songs, man, you know what I'm saying? Like he wrote that on 30 hours. He wrote that Follow Stretch My Hand.
And them two of the high ones.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
now
how
not to
can
cut
you
you off, but if you listen to 30 hours,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I can write somebody else hit, what makes you think I need help write my own hit? You know what I'm saying? Like he wrote hit for Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Man, pen game is
it is, man. But you know, for some people, man, I'm just gonna say this before we head out or whatever, man. For a lot of people, man, and this coming from a man, I don't care where you from. I don't care if you were born in the Bronx and you 60. I feel like all that stuff where you at don't mean that to me, because everybody's ears work the same. I don't care if the music was made right down the street from you. That don't mean you can live down the street from the Nike factory. But when no Nike shoes come through and I go buy them out the store, that don't mean you more connected to Nike because you live down the street from them than I do. Correct. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people, the pure hip, what I call quote unquote pure hip hop head, I hate that on term, but that's what I call them because as they like to be referred to. A person like what Drake represent, for some people, it bothers them that. And I be like, if you go back to the man roots, the man done shouted out Jay Dilla. The man was trying to do all the right things it took to be accepted by y'all. You know what I'm saying? He did all the right things to be accepted by y'all. Yeah. So now he just went about a few albums in. He was like, okay, y'all don't want to mess with me like that. All right, I'm gonna go. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That man came through the underground.
The man done got dealt. He done got dealt a bad hand in hip hop, in my opinion, man, for a dude that never took nothing from the culture and only gave back. Like when he used to come through and find a little regional act, I ain't gonna call it liquor, they end up being major. Like Migos, he jumped on Versace. You can say what you want. When he jumped on Versace, he put that song out of here.
He put gas on it.
What was the dude name? Got the club going up. Yeah. Oh, man, he loaded. That's how you give back to the culture, man. Yeah. He done did that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know, and I was saying this during it, you know, and I can't think of any other big artists that have done features with people we never heard of. Mm-hmm. Like you look at the feature list, like who is this? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even with that song he dropped with Future on this album here, his kid, I think his name Miley Santana.
Yeah, that's his
name. We don't know him yet. But you finna know him now though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Major cosign.
Yeah. And he do that on every album. Mm-hmm. He'll pick somebody he never heard of. Mm-hmm. And give a major cosign.
Yeah. Now don't get me wrong, sometimes it benefit him too. But at the end of the day, it benefit the artist who track he jumped on more than he did. Yeah. Cause he been at the point where he don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying?
He's not even charging them nothing. He can't even afford a feature.
Nah. Like Ho say, you can't afford to pay me for a feature if I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was, you know, great time with hip hop, man. You know, you can definitely, I know all the bloggers and all the gossip sites and all the YouTubers and the content creators, they're happy to have their hands on this.
Yeah.
It's from now to the end of the summer. That's all you're going to hear, the breakdown, because
that's it. Yeah.
You know, he took some shots.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna sit on it a little more before I give a full breakdown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, too early.
Yeah, but just right now, you know what I'm saying? By the time this hit, y'all be on dissect it more, then y'all can put it with it, man. I just want to say, man, hip hop ain't in a bad place. Hip hop never been in a bad place, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can dictate what is hip hop, because I always tell people this, man. Like, I don't care where you from, man. You can't define no better than I can. We can get the same definition, man. Hip hop is not a sound. I'm going to repeat that. Hip hop is not a sound when you hear something. It's hip hop. Hip hop is a lifestyle. Hip hop is a culture. Because I know people that never picked up music. Just like you, Ferrari, you don't do music, but are you from the hip hop culture? You're going to be hip hop for life. Yep. You're going to be 80 years old. Something about you still going to be hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be an artist to be hip hop. So that's why I hate when people say, oh, he's not hip hop. Hip hop don't have a sound.
But you know, really, you know, the ones that not on the mic is the ones that make the culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know, those are you know, those are ears, and that they create the momentum. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To keep the wave going. Yep. You know what I'm saying? To change the wave. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You know, and truthfully, the audience is what determines what's hot, what's not. You know what I'm saying? If the artists, they gotta adapt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, hey, this way, you know, change over here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of make, you know, your artists who've been in the game as long as they have. Absolutely. You know, like, hey, you know, they were able to ride that wave. You know, so okay, boom, you know. But then you got your artists who go out there and take risk and change that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, I'm coming up with this sound. You know, hell, Ye did it a couple times. A couple times it worked, a couple times it didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me personally, like I said, the Yeezus album, I did not feel it, and I still to this day I can't feel it. You know what I'm saying? There 2 songs off of it I like. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one that had Power.
That's the black skinhead.
No.
Blood on the Leaves. You know what I'm saying? The Blood on the Leaves, that my shit.
The one time I skipped all the way through, never came back.
Now, the Blood on the Leaves, you know what I'm saying? That one.
I probably didn't hear it again, remember how it go.
Yeah.
That was before like a Pablo one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one with CD coverage, like a blank CD on
Like
it.
a blank CD, right?
Yeah.
Saha did a lot of work on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it was.
Did it have black skinhead on it too?
Yeah.
That was on the
Yeah. But it was that sound, you know what I'm saying? Where, but then, you know, here, you know, come back and boom, I'm hitting the lane right here, you know. So, you know, that's where the ones who kind of can, and it's few that can even dictate that, you know. So I'm gonna give you another one. Back when Lil Wayne hit the stage that time wearing them tights, people like, man, wait, he got on some tights. Well, 6 months later, every young kid right here wearing skinny jeans.
Culture shit.
You know what I'm saying? But those are the few artists who can. I'll give you another one. Jay-Z, I don't wear jerseys. I'm 30 plus, but you see everybody in the club with a vest and a button up on. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wear it no more.
But you know what I'm saying? But
we can't drink Cristal. Hold on, we can't drink Cristal no more.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking no more.
Nah, but you know, it's only a few of those that have the impact within the culture that can define that. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And but you know, and that's what, you know, Hov, he gives you that less is more. He came up with an interview and had the whole industry shook. You know what I'm saying? Like
18 minutes.
Yeah, and spoken and said nothing else. You know, and even, you know what I'm saying, with Kendrick, he ain't saying that. He don't post nothing on the internet, he don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he leave people guessing, though, you know what I'm saying? So
he moved the culture too.
Yeah, man, but hey, man, it's always good to be and sit down and chop it up, man. And, you know, talk this talk, man. We gotta come back soon because our next episode we're gonna dive a little more deep into the NFL right now. Then in the camp, we're gonna break down some of these signings, some of these trades and whatnot. But and by then we'll discuss the NBA draft, the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? So man, who you are, man?
Man, on the talk, tell me who you are.
Hey man, big dog, man. We see y'all next time, man.
Yeah.